morning, everyone. Welcome to the grand opening of our PEV charging station here in Winston-Salem. I'm Kyle Laird with the Piedmont Authority for Regional Transportation, and I'll get this show started here. I want to recognize a few people that have helped us along the way getting this station put in. Of course, Wendell Harden with the City of Winston-Salem Sustainability Office. He's been a great help with getting this charging station put in. Lindsay Smith, also with the City of Winston-Salem. He's not here right now, but he's also been very helpful with getting this charging station operational. Lindsay Yarborough, back here, she's with the Innovation Quarter. She's been a very good help with us. Dexter Turner, the president of OpConnect, the company that manufactures this lovely charging station, is here with us today. Brooke Kachansky and Sarah McGuire have been very helpful with setting up today's festivities. And I'd also like to recognize Triad Air Awareness, Lorelei Elkins. She works here for the county, and she is our sponsor and has graciously given us refreshments to have today. So, without further ado, I'd like to welcome the mayor, Alan Joins, to speak for us.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's a special day here in Winston-Salem, and Dr. Tomlinson, thank you for letting us be right in the heart of your domain here at Innovation Quarter, and what a great event it is to kind of celebrate and promote innovation with the electric vehicles and the electric cars that we're promoting here in Winston-Salem. You know, I know Dr. Thompson will probably mention this, but the Innovation Quarter, this park, is one of, if not the only, LEED certified research park in the country. And when this park was developed, it reused the materials that came out of the demolition and used LEED construction methods here. So this just, I think, adds to that whole ambiance of the sustainability. Winston-Salem is committed to sustainability. We signed on to the Mayor's Climate Protection Agreement, I guess, 6 years ago, maybe a little longer. Have our own sustainability council headed by Wendell Harden that you mentioned. We have citizens involved in that. We have a sustainability plan that the city's working hard in terms of improving our buildings and our street lights and traffic signals, moving towards LED kind of lighting. But this, I think, is so more than symbolic. I think it is symbolic because it shows that we are committed to alternative sources of fuel, but it's also tangible here that individuals can have easy ways to keep their cars and vehicles and trucks running here in the city of Winston-Salem. I want to thank PART for your support of this. PART's working hard to really make our triad a one area and to participate and communicate well. Let me pause just a second, introduce our colleague, Councilmember Dan Bessie from the Southwest Ward, who's here this morning. And in many ways, Dan has been the conscience of our city in terms of sustainability and making sure we are very bicycle friendly, very transit friendly. So Dan, I know this is a great day for you. And of course, you'll hear from our council member from this ward in just a second. But again, on behalf of the city of Winston-Salem, I thank PART, of course, the city staff, the Innovation Quarter for really coming together in a collaborative fashion here to create this opportunity to, again, we can continue to push sustainability in the city of Winston-Salem. It's good for us, good for the triads, good for the states, good for the nation. So thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Mayor Joins. Now I'd like to call Derwin Montgomery. He is the council person from the East Ward, which we're in the East Ward. Welcome, Derwin.
Good morning. I think the mayor has adequately stated the importance of where we are and what we're doing today. When we look at our city, our community, our state, nation, and even when we take a look at the world and all that is happening around us, it is moments like this that we'll be able to look back on in the future and be able to say that these are the times that we've laid the foundation for what we see and experience each and every day. Today, we don't see as many individuals driving electric vehicles as we would like to see, but just 10 years ago, we didn't see as many people today driving them as we do today. So what do we see today? We see the opportunity to make investments in electric vehicles, in the opportunity for alternate transportations, and what I believe we'll see is the foundation for us moving forward. And one day, I hope that the Mustang that I drive today has the opportunity to plug into an electric vehicle, an electric outlet where that my car can be charged the same way, and other vehicles will have the same opportunities to do just that. And not only just with our vehicles, but when we look at sustainability, it's about what we look at in our homes, what do we look at in the places where we go to work. How does all of this move together for us to create a community that's sustainable and one that respects the environment that we're all a part of? So I thank all of the partners who've helped to make this happen. I thank all of you all for coming out today, and look forward for the opportunity for us to continue to partner to make sure that our community is sustainable moving into the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilperson Montgomery. And now I'd like to welcome our esteemed colleague, Ann Taswell. She is the manager of the North Carolina Clean Energy Technology Center, and their center was the organization, the granting organization that allowed us to purchase and install this charging station. Not only this one, but there are 5 total, 4 others in different communities around the Piedmont Triad. Welcome, Ann.
Oops. Thanks, Kyle. I'm very happy and grateful to be here. For those that are not aware or familiar with the North Carolina Clean Energy Technology Center, we're part of the College of Engineering at NC State University, and I manage the transportation program there. And we're very grateful to, and I'm pleased to recognize the North Carolina Department of Transportation, because that's what makes our project, the Clean Fuel Advanced Technology Project, possible. And through that project, we've distributed over the past 3 years close to $4.5 million to reduce transportation-related emissions in the counties in North Carolina that are not meeting air quality standards. So this particular project is, we have 50 projects right now in 17 or 18 counties across the state. This project is very exciting to me because it's really emblematic of collaboration. I know PART, took on a lot by, working with, I think, 5 different local governments and entities to get these stations in the ground, and that's not an easy task. So to be here and see the fruit of that is really exciting to me. And before I kind of turn it over to the next person, I just wanted to put a plug for electric vehicles, because they are the path of the future. They're really a smart way to travel compared to an internal combustion engine, which is less than 20% efficient as far as the fuel it uses. Most of it goes, the energy really goes up through the tailpipe as pollution. So it's not a very efficient way to get around. Whereas electric transportation, the electric motor is 60% efficient. So just right there, you have a lot more you're getting a lot more use of that energy. And in North Carolina, with our transition to using, closing coal-fired power plants and moving to natural gas, and more renewable energy coming onto the grid, the electric way of electric transportation is just getting cleaner as we go along. So thank you for taking the leadership and making this happen, and thanks for having us here.
Thank you, Ann. Now we have Councilperson Dan Bessie. He is on the PART board, and he will speak about PART's involvement.
Well, this may be the first time I've gone to 2 locations in 1 week that have an electric charging station. On Wednesday morning, I was in Greensboro, or near the airport, with the PART board meeting. And one of our colleagues, the county commissioner from Alamance, Bob Bird, drove his electric vehicle from home to the meeting. So when I got there, his car was already outside charging up. And we see this today, as has been mentioned, we have several of these stations going in thanks to the grant. It's always one of the biggest challenges in any innovative technology to establish the infrastructure to support it. You see on the road today hundreds of thousands of hybrid vehicles that are already in use and already commonly accepted. It's not at all unusual anymore to see the hybrid rolling down your block. And that's not any more, or rather this is not any more innovative or different or new a technology really at base than the hybrid. It's just that the hybrid required a different kind of infrastructure, one that was already widely distributed. So putting into place the infrastructure to support the fully electric vehicle is one of the biggest challenges of moving to having full electric vehicles is a larger part of the transportation mix. As Alan has touched on, this is a part of what we are doing, no pun intended, to establish a more environmentally friendly energy use pattern in our country and in our region. We don't expect that all of the cars are going to be electric in 5 or 10 or even 15 years. What we expect is that electric vehicles will be a larger part of the transportation mix. What we expect and are working for is that public transit will be a larger part of the mix, and that our overall energy demands on the planet and impact on the environment will go down. We expect to see more bicycles, more greenways, one's coming up near here, more alternative transportation, so that overall the demands on the ecological system on which we all depend will be lower. And establishing the infrastructure around the country, including here around our region, to establish the all-electric vehicle as a part of that more environmentally friendly mix is a part of what we're doing. So thank you for your help in making it financially possible, and thank you for being here today to help one of the other big challenges, and that is letting the general public know that the alternative now is becoming increasingly available.
Thank you, Dan. Before we close with Dr. Tomlinson, I want to let you know that after he speaks, we'll go right into the ribbon cutting, and following that, we'd like to get a group photo with all of you here, and a ceremonial sort of plugging in of the vehicles here with our speakers. So let you know that, don't run away right after Dr. Tomlinson speaks. I want to welcome Dr. Eric Tomlinson, the president of Wake Forest Innovation Quarter.
Good morning. Couldn't get over all those puns. Making a plug. And I couldn't help thinking about what the folks over in Volkswagen in Wolfsburg would think about what's happening here today. You know, they've been through a debacle in recent times and have decided, because of that, to switch their attention to electric power for and they're the largest automotive manufacturer on the planet. So big things ahead for Volkswagen, and I think also this robot-looking charging station will be used by their cars in a not-too-distant future. I can see this station from my office up there, and I'm going to be monitoring daily how many people are here. Well, again, good morning. It's a pleasure to see you all here today. It's an auspicious event for us. It's another opening in the Innovation Quarter. We've had several recently. We'll be welcoming 1,000 people in this new facility over here towards the middle and end of next year. And that'll create a community here of about 4,000, 5,000 people, all milling around. And all of this has come about through a wonderful partnership between the city, the county, the state, and private enterprise, including Wake Forest and Wexford Science and Technology. And long may that continue. It must continue. We're on the tipping point here of creating one of the world's greatest centers for innovation in biomedicine, in IT, and in clinical services. And that partnership is crucial to the continued success. So, congratulations. Welcome. Let's go and cut some ribbons, shall we?